Hello YouTube, this is Retta. I'm still up. Like I said yesterday, I slept all day. I've been up since what, 4 o'clock this morning. And so I know some of my subscribers, well, on my my Facebook page. I have a Facebook page called Intuitive Retta. Come check me out, and if you're interested in being in my group, we have a group called Retta's Reading Room where we discuss many different topics. We have conspiracy theories, all types of things. To wear a fitted tinfoil hat is encouraged in that room. So if you would like to join that room on Facebook, it's called Retta's Reading Room. And one of my subscribers was like, hey, can you do a reading on Anthony Weiner? I was like, no. That's like, to me, that's like energy, like R. Kelly energy. I don't want no parts of that. Because a lot of times I'm empath, like I'm more of an empath. Thank God with that reading I just did on Kanika Jenkins. I didn't channel, thank God. It was, I kind of had my emotions in check. So if I felt cold on that video, it's because I didn't want to get emotionally involved. I kind of put up a barrier between me and the reading. Because I am an empath, and that's why I don't usually do readings on, you know, young people, like, you know, or like deaths or anything, because usually I get transferred right into their feelings, their emotions, and it takes me a while to shake it off. So I didn't channel her, thank God. So I don't want to get into like suspected child molesters or stuff like that. I don't want no parts of that energy at all. I don't want to touch it, but you know, Huma's a different story. I can touch on her. Also in my reading room, Retta's Reading Room, there's readings on there that I do sometimes that I don't share with the public, you know, so you get different readings on there if you're part of the group that I don't like share with the public. Also, I want to say thank you. We're almost up to 1,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you guys and thank you very much. And if all my subscribers can press the like button and continue to subscribe, it would be appreciated for my channel to grow. Because me and YouTube have a love-hate relationship. You know, a lot of my views and stuff get taken at the end of the week. So I want to say thank you and welcome, and I love comments. I do try to answer as much comments as I can, and I encourage participation and thoughts. So I want to say thank you. So we're almost up to 1,000 subscribers, and I said that 1,000 subscribers I'll have a drawing, because I'm going through decks, you know, that I don't excuse me, that I don't use or I don't connect with. But I was thinking, I don't know if you guys would prefer that, one of my decks, or for the first drawing, if you guys, especially a lot of you guys are new to tarot, if you want like a Rider-Waite type deck as a giveaway for the first one, or I have a couple of double decks, like two decks. I have the Robert Place deck. I believe it's his alchemy deck. He accidentally sent me two. Well, he didn't accidentally. He sent me the wrong deck, and I already had his deck, and so he sent me another one, and he was just like, just give it away. Give the second one. So I have an extra deck of that. I have an extra deck of I have a couple. I have to think of it. So, but they're not like Rider-Waite decks. They're a little bit more alchemically, if anybody's interested in that. I have that. So, a higher power, London, and regeneration. So, which is strange. She has some like intuitive nature. I didn't expect that. She does. Also, her birth card is the Hierophant, so I can see her in, politics, law, stuff like that, because that's her calling. I can also see her attracted to a lawyer or someone in that area, because that's firmly in her birth cards. Also is the Temperance. So, Temperance is balancing out. So she can have some hard time, balancing her emotions. Sometimes her emotions go up and down. I would think she would have a temper. I also see that right now she's in a new stage of her life. She's feeling, from the fire, like there was a lot of chaos in her life, and now she's like starting over. She's kind of wiping clean up the past, trying to get rid of the past, trying to move on, and she's emerging in something new. I can see that, and I also see something about mending. So mending maybe some relationships. So we'll see how that goes in. I'm gonna use I used this deck earlier. This is the Steel Wizard Tarot. This is by my friend, my dear friend I met, the creator, in San Jose at the Bats convention, and I just love her. And since then we've been Facebook friends, and I just love her. We have many conversations. So I really enjoy using her deck. I bought all my decks. I've bought out my pocket. There's no decks that I have been given or anything like that, except for like my friend Veronica has given me a few decks. That's it. Most of my decks I've bought. So for me, I really do love this deck. I really, really do. The cardstock isn't as nice as her Wizard's Pets Tarot, which is I got from my grandson. So I want to see where she is now. 2 cards. So she is in. Remember I said she's kind of like reinventing herself. So right now she's kind of like indecision. It's saying like indecision, not making any decision. There's been a sudden change, maybe also in a lot of different areas, in her thought process, in her passion, in her life. There's been like sudden changes, and she's kind of like, where do I go now? She's thinking, where do I go now? Let me see if I can put you guys a little closer. Where do I go now? Let's see, what's the cross to bear with that? The Page of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. She's thinking, does she have a daughter? A daughter and a son? I don't even know. Oh, I hate when I forget my phone over there. Hold on, my phone is way over here. Sugar. It looks like a lot of her decision is based, and a lot of changes is based. It looks like a daughter and a son. I'm not sure if she. Let me just look. Let's see. Spouses. She has 1 child. So she has 1 child. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. So she has 1 child. Jesus. Let me see him. Maybe he'll tell me. Political. He has 1 child. So it's not really telling me if it's a girl or a boy. Hold on. I know. Jordan. So Jordan is a girl or a boy? It's a son. Okay. So, what is this Page of Swords? So her son is underneath it all. So I see her son. Her son is underneath it all. The Page of Swords is like a plan of action. So this isn't a child. This is a plan of action. So she's trying to decide. She's trying to come up with a plan, a thought process, a plan, and go forth on this plan. She's kind of in the defense position. She's in the defense position. Her knife is up. You know, her knife is up, and she's in a defense position, and underneath everything is her son. I don't know how old he is. So underneath that is her son. Let's see in the past. In the past, there's been a lot of confusion. She's been dealing with a lot of confusion, not knowing what to do, a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos, a lot of everything. Her emotions have been everywhere, you know. Anything that can be thrown at her has kind of been thrown at her. Okay, let's see what's on her mind. We're going to check out her relationship. There's Ace of Cups is a relationship with the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Hermit. So, it's a relationship with the Knight of Cups. Why do I keep seeing in the Hermit is to herself? It says she has one child, but why do I keep seeing two? This is the second time I've seen two children. But she only has one child. She only has one child. So why do I keep seeing two children? Two children. And the Hermit is that she's been kind of like isolating herself. She's kind of like isolating herself from the drama. That what's been going on. She's feeling kind of lonely in isolation. Let me see in the future. She's trying to decide where she wants to go. She's in a lot of. She's in a depression. She's not. So she's still trying to figure out what she wants to do. She's in a Five of Cups is like a depression, a despair, a loss of hope, hopelessness. She's on the defense. She's constantly on the defense. She's always having to look over her shoulder. It's like, you know, the Six of Pentacles is like nothing given, nothing gained. It's like, she feels like she keeps giving, and it's not enough. I don't know what she's been given, but that's what she feels. She feels like she keeps giving, and it's not enough. I know her thoughts are on two children. I don't know who these two children are. There's a boy and a girl. I know she has a son. But there's a little girl in isolation. I wonder if she was like pregnant before and had a miscarriage, or after the drama, with the drama, she was pregnant and maybe had a miscarriage. I don't know. She's a very confused woman. She's not a happy camper. She's trying to figure out what she wants to do with herself and her life. She has no clue. She kind of feels like certain things is over in her life. She feels, like I said, she feels like a regeneration, but I don't really think so. I think like she just doesn't know what to do with herself. Her mind is very emotional. You know, I keep seeing it's all about cups. She's very emotional. I think she's been isolated. She's isolated herself because I guess all the drama that went on with her husband and with Hillary. She's like isolation. She's very emotional, but I see emotional about her children, her boy, but I think there was a girl somewhere. I don't know if she had a miscarriage or what, but her mind are on two children, a boy and a girl, and it keeps showing up. So, but she's trying to come up with a plan. She is definitely trying to come up with a plan to what she wants to do with her life. She's like stuck. She doesn't know how to change things. She doesn't know how to give. She just doesn't know. She's kind of in the depressions. It's kind of like emotional. She's an emotional mess. But I didn't see her husband in her reading. I didn't see her husband in the reading. And I didn't really see Hillary in the reading. You know, I seen her kids and her emotions and her depression. So we'll see. I want to see the relationship between her and Hillary. I'm going to put Hillary on this side because she has a lot of masculine energy. And then I'm going to put Huma on that side. What the heck? Alright. One more time. Alright. I don't know how I got... Okay. Okay, where is the status of their relationship right now? The Weaver. So it's like a story being told. It's like, you know, weaving a story, a web. To me, the Weaver, the web of lies, of illusion. Where does Huma? Huma is trying to figure out what she wants to do. How did I get all these cards upside down? I'm just going to leave them. She's trying to figure out what to do. She's trying to balance. Her emotions, I said, are all over the place. She has two different forces coming at her. So I think it's also her husband and her job, her husband and Hillary. She's trying to balance it. But it's like turbulent. It's turbulent times. You know, she's trying to balance things in this turbulent times. There's the emotions are everywhere. Let's see with her. You see, Hillary has that male energy. The King of Cups. So she has that male energy. She has strong feelings for Huma. I don't know if they're sexual or not, or if they're just friends. We'll see how it goes. But you see, she has strong feelings towards Huma. It's like she's in control over kind of like the relationship. Whichever way it goes, she's like in control of the relationship. She can also be cold towards Huma. She can kind of be cold. She's not as given emotionally as what Huma needs right now. I don't think she's giving Huma what she needs emotionally right now, as a friend or as anything right now. I think Huma is like has her hands on two sides trying to... What does Huma need from Hillary? King of Wands. She needs her to kind of fight for her, show her some passion, protect her. She needs some more from Hillary. She needs some more fire from Hillary. She needs some more... You see, all this is like very masculine energy. Wow. So she needs Hillary. She doesn't feel like Hillary has protected her enough, has fought for her enough. And also the loyalty kind of is in question. Let's see about what does Hillary need from Huma, the Maiden of Swords. The Maiden of Swords is... It's still not... I don't see a sexual relationship. A Maiden of Swords is like... She needs her thought process. I think Huma has probably a brilliant mind in regards to like... because she's the Hierophant, law, order, stuff like that, I guess she has a very intellectual mind. So she wants, like, she wants Huma's intelligence. She wants her knowledge, her info, her help planning. I think Huma is very important in Hillary's plans, her business, stuff like that. And that's what she needs from Huma. And I think kind of Huma tells it to her straight. Where does the card see their relationship. It's kind of in a status. I think Huma feels stuck right now. Remember, she had the two of swords, so I think she's feeling stuck in her life. I think there's no movement going on. She doesn't know what to do professionally. I think, or privately. I think she's kind of stuck. I think her life is kind of like stuck. Where does the card see Hillary? Well, where does the cards? I think Hillary is continuing. The wands to me is about manipulation, passion. So this is like the only card that I'm kind of seeing some type of sexual relationship. But also, I don't know if that's true, but I know Hillary manipulates her. Hillary feels that Huma is like a possession. She manipulates her. She's in charge of the relationship, whether work or friendship or anything like that. I think that Huma gets a lot of Hillary's anger, passion, aggression. I think a lot of it is taken out on Huma from Hillary. Let's see. One, burden. King of Pentacles. Wish card. Ten of Pentacles. The Two of Wands. Hold on. Yeah. I think they were lovers. It's showing that. Okay. So what I see, their relationship is, it's a heavy burden. I think because both husbands. So this relationship is a heavy burden. I believe that this King of Pentacles is representing both Bill and Anthony. So I believe their relationships with their husbands have been very difficult, very trying. The relationships with their husband has caused them both a lot of burden, a lot of pain, a lot of struggle. There's a lot of wishing. Like wishing things were differently, wishing things. I think that they were wishing that they could be a family. I think they're wishing, I think there's a wish that they could be a family, that they can join, that they could be a family, that they could take that step and come together with the Two of Wands, come together. But the world isn't ready for that. Like, they know the world, the public, even though nobody really cares about, you know, a lot of people don't care about, you know, gay marriage or lesbian, this and that. We already have our assumptions of what Hillary is and Huma. I think politically, they can't allow that. Like, the world's not ready for that politically, for them. So, they are lovers. They are lovers. So here's the cups and the lovers. They are lovers. But there's been a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion in regards to this relationship. There's been, this relationship between them is like a lot of drama, a lot of chaos. A lot of drama, a lot of chaos. And, there's been a lot of manipulation. The Queen of Swords is all about like law, order. I don't know if this is Hillary, but it's like showing a woman that's I think that they didn't really think the relationship through too much. I think they were acting on passion and, you know, like passion and sex and stuff like that. I think Huma kind of has a lot of regrets. She needs a moment of, remember I said in her other reading, the Hermit came out, and she's like going towards herself. She's in a little depression. That's what I'm seeing now. I see her needing a time out. Like, it's all too much for her. It's all too much. She's like putting her swords down. She doesn't have the fight within her. She doesn't have that passion within her anymore. She doesn't have that fight, that passion anymore. She just needs a break. It's like it's broken her down. She doesn't know what she is right now. She feels confined. She feels confined. She feels stuck. She feels confined. She doesn't know who she is right now. She's in that. She's like, what? Where am I? Where am I going? She feels confined. Also, her being a mother and a wife. She wants the evolution. That's what it was coming up in that card. Is like she's in a stage right now where she wants to reinvent herself, but it's not going so well. She has the mate. She's like very emotional. I think she's having some problems. There's something she's lost. She had to bury. She had to lose a little girl. This little girl is showing up. I don't know if she had a miscarriage or what, but this little girl is showing up. She had to bury, or she lost. She had to bury, or she lost. The Maiden of Cups. The Maiden of Cups is she's very emotional in regards to having to lose or bury a child. A little girl. It's showing up again. Yeah, there's the Empress. She was pregnant. I think she might have had a miscarriage or something with the little girl. And that's been on her mind. That's messed with her a while. She had to bury the little girl. She's mentally not right. There's a lot of conflict. A lot of conflict right now going on in her life, in her relationships. Working together is fiery. It's been fiery. It's like a hard process. It's like pulling teeth. She's trying to, face her fears and trying to find her inner strength when it comes to her job and her home relationship. But her new path is nothing but troubles. I think this poor lady is going through a lot. I think Hillary has a lot of control over her. I feel that Huma has a lot more backlash through everything. I think somewhere in between all this nonsense with her husband that happened years ago, even when he was running for governor, I believe he was running for governor. I'm here in New York. I believe he was running for government. I think she lost a child, and that has affected her emotionally. I feel like Hillary controls the relationship. I believe there is a relationship between them two. I think they're going through a really rough patch right now. I think Hillary takes her anger and aggression and everything out on Huma. I feel like Huma wants to just go and start anew. I see her wanting to go and start anew. But people are making it difficult for her. It's like she just wants to go away. She's very depressed right now. Very, very depressed. So that's the relationship. It's not really telling me too much about anything else that all my subscribers really wanted to know. It's telling she's an emotional wreck. She's not as strong as what we are assumed to think she is. She's not that strong. She's like one step from breaking down. And I think she had a miscarriage or a child. Like, she either had a miscarriage later on in her pregnancy or something. That's really affecting her. And it was a little girl. It was enough in her pregnancy where they can determine if it was a boy or a girl. It was a little girl. And she hasn't recovered from that. It's like constantly something has came up constantly. Her life has been chaos. Between her husband and Hillary, it's just been chaos. I think she wants to just go away. She doesn't know how to get out of everything. She just wants to go away. Alright, that's the end of the reading. You guys have a good day.